In a shocking turn of events that has sent shockwaves across the music industry and beyond, global pop icon Rihanna has come forward with explosive revelations that implicate not only Sean Diddy Combs, but also Queen Bey herself, Beyonce. The headlines are ablaze with speculation, the blogs are on fire, and the world is watching as this high-stakes celebrity expose unfolds. What did Beyonce cover up? Why did Rihanna decide to speak out now? And how deep does this rabbit hole go? This isn't just another celebrity feud. This is the unraveling of a carefully concealed web of secrets involving some of the most powerful names in the entertainment industry. According to sources close to the matter, Rihanna has had enough. Enough of the silence, enough of the complicity, and enough of the untouchable image projected by Beyonce and her inner circle. And now, the truth is out. The revelation came during what was supposed to be a routine behind-the-scenes moment during a European fashion gala. Rihanna, who had been noticeably absent from major events lately, made a grand return, only to drop a bombshell that no one saw coming. The Fenty mogul allegedly revealed in a private but recorded conversation that Beyonce had witnessed disturbing behavior from Diddy at a now infamous after-party in 2015. And rather than coming forward, she chose to remain silent. Worse, she may have actively helped suppress what truly happened. The party that changed everything. It all centers around a high-profile industry party that took place in Los Angeles in 2015. The event was reportedly hosted by none other than Diddy himself and was attended by a who's who of Hollywood royalty, including Jay-Z, Beyonce, Rihanna, Drake, Kanye West, and several executives from major record labels. Multiple insiders have since confirmed that something was off that night. Whispers of strange behavior, a secluded VIP section with restricted access, and an overall air of secrecy plagued the evening. Rihanna, who was one of the last to arrive but among the first to leave, has long kept quiet about what she saw, or rather what she suspected. But during the recent fashion gala, when pressed on why she and Beyonce were no longer seen together publicly, Rihanna reportedly replied, "Because I saw what she did that night, and I saw what she didn't do." That cryptic comment was followed by an even more damning claim: Beyonce saw it too. She saw what Diddy did, and she stayed. It didn't take long for those words to spread like wildfire. Beyonce's silent role in Diddy's shadow. Beyonce has long maintained a pristine public image. She is the epitome of perfection to her fans, an icon of empowerment, elegance, and artistic genius. But now, her silence is being interpreted as complicity. The core of Rihanna's accusation is that Beyonce, knowing full well what Diddy was involved in, chose to protect him rather than the victims. The 2015 party allegedly involved disturbing incidents behind closed doors, including aggressive behavior towards young models and aspiring artists. Multiple unnamed sources have come forward in light of Rihanna's revelations, claiming they too witnessed inappropriate conduct by Diddy that night. One former event staffer, who chose to remain anonymous for fear of retribution, described the scene as chilling, saying, "There were people crying, others arguing, and this sense that something terrible had happened. Beyonce was in the room. She didn't say a word." According to this source, Beyonce remained stone-faced as security escorted several young women out of the VIP area. She didn't intervene. She didn't even flinch. It was as if she was used to it. Breaks her silence. But why now? Many are asking why Rihanna waited nearly a decade to come forward with this revelation. The answer, according to insiders, lies in the growing scrutiny of Diddy's past. Over the past year, Diddy has faced mounting legal troubles and multiple allegations ranging from abuse to financial manipulation. The walls are closing in, and Rihanna, it seems, is no longer willing to remain silent. "She's seen how powerful people protect each other in this industry," said a close friend of Rihanna's. "She's been betrayed, hurt, and silenced before. But this time, she's taking control of the narrative." Rihanna's decision to speak out also reportedly stems from a desire to shield future artists from the same toxic power dynamics that once nearly consumed her. "She wants to break the cycle," the friend added. And she's not alone. Others start to speak up. Following Rihanna's revelation, several other artists have started to hint at knowing more than they ever let on. One rising starlet took to Instagram to post a cryptic message: "When the queens protect the predators, who protects us?" Though she didn't name names, the message was widely interpreted as a reference to Beyonce and Diddy. Former collaborators of Diddy have also begun to resurface with chilling stories. From Cassie's explosive lawsuit to the resurfacing of Kim Porter's mysterious death, a pattern of control, intimidation, and abuse is emerging. But what's striking is how many powerful individuals allegedly knew and said nothing. The industry, once shielded by loyalty and fear, is starting to fracture. Jay-Z's awkward position. Caught in the middle of this brewing storm is Jay-Z, Beyoncé's husband and longtime associate of Diddy. Jay-Z and Diddy's friendship has spanned decades, built on mutual business interests and cultural influence. But with the tide turning against Diddy, Jay-Z's silence is beginning to raise eyebrows. According to insiders, Jay-Z is urging Beyoncé to stay silent for now, hoping the storm will pass. But Rihanna's comments have ignited a wildfire that may be impossible to contain. Already, the Carters are facing renewed scrutiny over their past ties to Diddy, including their attendance at his controversial events and alleged business dealing. Damage control or deep denial? Team Beyoncé has remained tight-lipped, issuing no official statement in response to Rihanna's remarks. However, sources close to Beyoncé insist she knew nothing about any misconduct and was just another guest at the party in question. Not everyone is buying it. She's Beyoncé. Nothing happens around her without her knowing, said an anonymous music executive. She's in control of every environment she steps into. So if she saw something, she saw it. If she stayed silent, that's a choice. This brutal honesty is sparking a reckoning in the industry, a questioning of what accountability truly looks like when it comes to the culture of protection in the music industry. Rihanna's exposure of Beyoncé and Diddy points to a larger issue, the culture of silence and protection that permeates the entertainment industry. For decades, stars have operated within insulated circles, bound by NDAs, loyalty, and fear of career destruction. Victims are often silenced. Whistleblowers are blacklisted. Rihanna, now a billionaire entrepreneur with her own empire, is perhaps one of the few powerful enough to speak out without fear. And she's using that power to expose what she sees as moral failure by both Diddy and those who stood. People want to act like they're woke, like they care about women, but when it's someone they know, someone rich and famous, suddenly they forget everything they stand for, Rihanna allegedly said. I didn't forget. The internet, social media exploded after news of Rihanna's statements hit the web. Hashtag Rihanna exposes trended for days, while the #NSecNew and hashtag Diddy downfall flooded timelines across platforms. Fans are divided. Some are defending Beyoncé, arguing that she may have been afraid or unaware of the full extent of what was happening. Others believe that silence in the face of abuse is complicity, especially for someone with as much influence as her. Beyoncé is not a victim. She's a boss. If she saw something and did nothing, she chose to protect power over people, tweeted one user. What happens next? Rihanna has reportedly been approached by several major media outlets for a televised interview. If she chooses to go on record publicly, it could blow the lid off an already volatile situation. Legal experts say her statements could even lead to new investigations if corroborated by others. Meanwhile, Beyoncé's team is said to be in crisis mode, weighing the fallout and preparing for potential backlash. But as more and more insiders come forward, it's becoming clear that the days of protecting the powerful may be numbered. Conclusion: a reckoning for the stars. This story isn't just about Diddy, it's about the culture that allowed him to thrive for so long. It's about the people who look the other way, the stars who attended the parties, and the friends who stayed silent. It's about accountability, truth, and the power of one voice to shatter the silence. Rihanna's boldness has cracked open a door that may never close again. Whether Beyoncé chooses to step through that door and confront her own role in this saga remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, the world is watching. And this time, silence will not be enough.